working with the community at that early age, you are part of your own setup. You know what the problems are. You know what the real reasons are, and you become better leaders. And you become better politicians that way, because you have worked with the community. Sitting in the drawing room and then making policies may not be that fruitful, because that is why I would say being near to the ground realities make you a better Pakistani. Then you are a genuine Pakistani. You know what your country is all about. There is so much good. There is so much potential. It needs to be tapped in. Are we tapping it in the right way? Are we addressing it in the right way? Because there is no dearth of talent here. There is no dearth of potential. But that is why. But in the private schools and in the OA levels, the children need to do community service to gain some grades. If the same system was applied in the education system also, so they would be really acquiring so much more, and our guiding would be flourishing also. Because if they needed community service to be part of their grading system, then every child will want to do some community service. And the best opportunity of community service in our country is girl guiding.
Then if any school, private schools or the government schools or college, they want to do something like this, then what kind of support, what kind of guidance this Girls Guide Association can provide?
What we do and how we work is, of course, we give them orientation about what girl guiding is all about. We talk to the girls, and then the school, actually it's the girls who decide that they want to join guiding, and then it comes to the head of the institution to encourage or to facilitate those guiding activities in her institution. Then they allocate a teacher who is a guider. Again, this is a voluntary member. She becomes a guider. And then it is the responsibility of the Girl Guide Association to provide basic training and then ongoing advanced training to the guider. And then it is the paid staff who is a trainer who will be going and who becomes a coordinator between the Pakistan Girl Guides Association and the institution to carry on these activities at different levels.
Pakistan Girl Guide Association, what this position mean to you, and has your family, especially your husband, been supportive throughout your career?
This is a good question. This position was a big challenge for me. It was a challenge because it is a place of responsibility. You have to make a difference. My predecessors, they have worked hard. They have worked hard to sustain this organization. They have gone through different phases of what our country has gone through. But bringing it to at par of the times of today was another challenge which we wanted to make a difference in. So bringing in change takes a while, takes time, and bringing in change means confrontation. So I took it as a challenge, and I'm here to deliver, and I have good people to work with because they are voluntary members, and voluntary members are very passionate about in what they do. But we need to channelize our activities, we need to make a difference, and that is what we are working in. And yes, my family has been supportive because they feel I'm very passionate about it. They know how I feel about it, and they do give me encouragement, and they do help me out in that.
Do you think that Pakistani women are portrayed in international media accurately and fairly?
Accurately and fairly, I wouldn't say unfairly. I wouldn't say, maybe they don't understand us. Because understanding in Asian is different. I'm not just talking about this part of the world. I'm talking about Asian. The female of Asia is the same. It could be from one end of Asia to the other. And ironically, if I may say so, It is the woman in the house which heads the household, which people do not understand. A mother-in-law is the head of a household.